Hi, this is Simon Leung back with Groove at Any Time, where we can be on at any time, on any day, and talking about just about anything. But of course, today is a very big day because almost 12 hours ago, we officially kicked off the Fast Starts Marketing Lab, which is obviously a very exciting 7-week training that we, as part of the Groove team, are going to do for a lot of our members. And it's going to be absolutely amazing just with the lineup and, of course, the content that they have to share. We've already talked about this a few times already, so I'm not going to get too much into it. But the reason why I'm here today is, number one, of course, we want to congratulate those of you who were able to join us, especially on time, especially live, especially for that very first session, because when we kicked off, we did so with the amazing Donna Fox, where we learned from her how we can basically start learning and doing the habits of successful CEOs from all around the world and how we can adapt that into what we do in our day-to-day life as well. So if you were there, if you joined us live, please let me know what you thought of it in the comments below. If you enjoyed it, if you thought it was good, if you thought that it was something that can help you as well. Now, for me personally, I took a lot away from that session, even though it started at, I believe, 2 a.m. my time. For Donna, she went on for close to 3 hours, which means that it didn't even end until 5 a.m. And yes, I think one of those successful habits of CEOs is that commitment, right? You're not going to make excuses. You're not going to say, oh, it's too late for me. These sessions are too long, or I don't want to invest my time, my energy, my money, or whatever else into education. Well, what I consider, from being a CEO of multiple companies myself, whenever I have staff, partners, or other team members who say these kinds of things, I just see them as excuses. So as CEOs, as successful entrepreneurs, as anybody, let's just say, who wants to be successful, you're not going to put yourself in a position where you're going to make excuses for yourself as well. So with all those things that Donna shared for about 3 hours in the middle of the night, my time, I was there, I listened to it, and I absolutely took so much away, because not only am I the CEO of several of my own companies right now, in fact, in 2021, I do plan to open up multiple brand new companies with new partners and new projects as well, both locally as well as globally. And so all these different things just came to me personally at the right place at the right time. So I hope all of you actually got a lot out of it as well. And of course, all of that notwithstanding is in addition to everything that I'm already doing right now for my own businesses, for Groove, for all of you as well. So it's going to be a very busy yet productive and very satisfying year, I believe, for anyone who definitely have been able to adapt to this mindset of successful habits of CEOs, as what Donna mentioned during her session about 12 hours ago. Now, of course, to me, everything Donna mentioned was very, very relevant. It was very helpful to me because it was relatable to almost everything that I did. But I can guarantee that I was not alone. Let me really quickly show you a little sneak peek, a little insider peek into what was shared yesterday. Okay, so this is inside of our private group. And as you can see, it wasn't only me, definitely, but we actually have hundreds of people. I believe we're over 500 or 600 people now within this group. And we have hundreds of interaction because so many people also found so much value in what was being shared. So this is basically not just the basis of the content itself, not just the ability to be a part of everything that we do, but also truly be a part of a community where you can interact, where you can ask each other questions. And it's almost like an extra level of masterminding with fellow Groovesters and, of course, the leaders within Groove to know exactly what you need to do next, not only in your CEO journey, but everything that you're going to learn across the way. And just to let you know, yes, even though hundreds of people were in that training and hundreds of people have already felt the exact same way that I did about the value, here's the good news. Because Groove, as a community, and especially because Donna, as the brainchild behind this brand new idea, she is so giving, and fellow Groovesters who are already inside the group, they feel the exact same way. They're also very giving. And so together, we want to help as many people as possible, if that makes sense to you. Now, do you want to be helped? Do you want to be a part of this giving community? Type in a yes in the comments if this is definitely the kind of giving community that you want to be a part of. And if your answer is yes, if you're here, whether you're watching us live or on the replay, well, I come today bearing good news. Why do I say that? Well, because Groove is definitely the gift that keeps on giving. Even though the holidays are over, Christmas is over, Hanukkah is over, we're even past the brand new year now. Of course, we still want to continue to gift as much as possible, to share as much as possible. And the reason why I'm on here today, even though my session is later on tonight, my time, in just several hours time, I can't believe it. The thing is, because I know that even though Donna already shared this inside the group, she even posted it inside the main group, she posted it in the JV group, I also know that not everyone actually sees these posts. I know that not everybody receives all of the announcements or the updates, and that's why at the very bare minimum, you should, at the very least, be turning on all these notifications, at least for this show, because this show, Groove at Any Time, is where we share with you as much valuable content, updates, and announcements as possible, sometimes for the very first time, sometimes as reiterations, but nonetheless, all very important information that you will need to keep up to date with. So if you're here right now, and you maybe by chance did not see Donna's announcement inside the groups, or maybe you have, like I said, Groove is the gift that keeps on giving, and today we do have a free bonus gift for you. Donna, along with the permission, the consent, the really full blessing of fellow Groovesters, including most of them hundreds of paid students, they have all decided that they want to give away this extremely valuable first lesson from Donna for free. Yes, you heard me right. She is going to give away that extremely valuable lesson that you just saw with hundreds of interactions for absolutely free for anybody who actually wants it. Now, of course, this is no longer a secret. Why? Because Donna already announced it with full links and everything. And so what I want to do right now is to share my screen with you again. And just to let you know, if you don't know what this is, go back inside the group and check for the links. In fact, if you check the description and maybe even the comments of the particular video that you're watching right now, whether it's on Facebook, on our page, on our group, or anywhere else, or maybe it happens to be on YouTube, maybe on Twitch or somewhere else as well, check the link, check the description and the comments for that access link, because you should be able to find it there. And we simply want to make sure that only people who are within our groups or anybody who is watching this on our pages or channels legitimately will be able to see them. So make sure that you go back and go to the description, maybe the comments, and look for the actual pages as well. So once you are here, okay, what you're going to see is this private access page. It's not really private because it's actually public. However, you need to have that link, of course. And once you have that link, you will see right here, free class, discover the 9 habits CEOs use to get things done. But of course, it's not just getting things done. It's getting things done right. It's getting things done effectively, profitably, successfully, and making sure that the entire team is on board with you. Okay, so once here, you can see that the entire video, all close to 3 hours of it, will be perfectly accessible to you and anyone else whom you will want to bring on board. And I'll talk more about that in just a moment. But as you can see, it is not just the video, because as part of the Fast Start Marketing Lab, one thing that you would know is that in addition to the content itself, there will also be slides. There will also be worksheets. There may even in the future be transcripts depending on how long we can get those things done. However, as you can see on this page, you don't just get the content itself, you also get the goodies, the bonuses along with it. And so this is actually a super, super cool bonus that I believe all of us, regardless of whether you are within the actual Fast Start Marketing Lab community or not, something that I absolutely believe that this is something that all of us can find value in. But as you scroll down a little bit more, what you will see, in fact, is that it says there's still time to register for the Fast Start Marketing Lab. As you can see, there's actually about 1 day and 5 hours plus to go, at least the time of this particular live recording, right? Because we want to make sure that I get on here and tell you this as soon as possible. So that's why you want those bell notifications turned on, because many of the things that we talk about, they are time sensitive. Okay, so if you watch the replay or if you see this a day too late, even 24 hours too late, it could very well make the difference between reaching this in time versus missing the opportunity altogether. But the reason why I want to share this timer with you is, of course, 2 reasons. Number one, if in fact you do want to change your mind, okay, you come, you check the description, you check the comments, you come to this page and you see this particular lesson, and you say, wow, so much value, and it's only number 1, right? The very first lesson from week number 1 out of 7 weeks, potentially even more additional content even after that, simply because we are in the habit of over delivering. And that's also, I believe, another one of the CEO habits as well. Well, guess what? If you are here and you say, I want to check this out for myself. I know that I missed the New Year's Eve deadline. I know that I missed the 48 hours before it was supposed to expire. But now it looks like there happens to be an extension of another 1 day and 5 hours and 31 minutes left, at least again, the time that I'm showing this to you, which means that for the next 1 day and 5 hours, you still have the opportunity to join us. Okay. And so if you want to learn how you can do that, of course, you can click here to find out more. But wait, there is more. Because as you can see, because the countdown is continuing to happen for all of us, this means that you, as an affiliate, can also use this to your advantage, because the brilliant mind that Donna Fox is, she has actually attached this particular page with your particular affiliate ID. So what do I mean by that? Of course, what I want to invite you to do now is to check your description or the comments and go to the Groove JV page. And once you go to the Groove JV page, what you're going to see is something that should look very familiar to you. This page probably has not changed in the last several days or so. But what I want to direct your attention to now is when you scroll down just a little bit, you're going to see where it says promotion tools. Make sure that you are logged in to your own account. Okay, and you can check that by going to promotion tools, and right here at the top right corner of the widget, you will see your name, and it says if it's not you, then log out. Of course, this one is me, so it's perfectly fine. Over here, you want to make sure that the drop-down menu is in fact selected to the default one, which is Groove Magazine. If you didn't make any changes to it, then nothing should have changed. It's okay. If you want to go through any one of our previous Groove at Anytime trainings and learn more about all of these different swipe files that are available for you in the promo tools, then feel free to do so. But what I want you to do right now is to go to where it says links. Okay, because once you go to links, this is where you find your affiliate links. And last time we showed you that yes, there is one for sales page, there's one for webinar registration page, and there is one for webinar replay page as well. But right now, what you will see is that there is yet another brand new one that was only added within the past few hours that is now called free class. Okay, and this one is your affiliate link. If you right click on this and you go to the actual page, you will see that it will take you to the exact same page that I just showed you. Okay, so now, in other words, in addition to all the other ways that have already been provided to you as ways to, promote this particular Fast Start Marketing Lab, now there is yet another way where you can provide your members, your list, your subscribers, or whomever else that you want to promote this to even more value, because now you're giving away the actual first class. That's been so super valuable, even internally in the team. People were saying, oh, wow, you just knocked it out of the park. Donna, you have set the bar very high. The standard is now at an all-time high. So every other speaker, every other trainer that is coming up with every additional session, they are just going to try and top that. I don't really see the possibility of really topping this one, but you can see that the bar has been set very high, which means that every trainer will do their utmost best to over deliver many more times than what they had already planned in the first place originally. Okay, so definitely the very best thing to ever happen, I believe, as part of this launch. They always come up with super smart and brilliant new ideas, and I believe this is yet another way for you to get even more sales, again, within the next 1 day, 5 hours, and everything else. And of course, if you do want to learn more about what you may have missed, maybe you didn't see the launch party, maybe you don't know too much about the Fast Start Marketing Lab or the Groove magazine or anything else, maybe because you're new, maybe because you were on holiday, maybe because you were spending Christmas time with your family or whatever else, and now you're just kind of getting right back into the game, then of course right here on this page, when you scroll down and you see find out more here and you click on that, it will then take you to another page where it will give you all the information that you will need about the Fast Start Marketing Lab, about everything that we're talking about today, as well as the last several sessions of Groove at Any Time and the buzz that's been going on within the Groove community for arguably the last few weeks. Scroll through this page, watch all these videos, and get caught up within the next 1 day or so on everything that is being offered in this opportunity, because this is the place that you're going to want to be. Make sure that you sign up if you haven't already and join us inside of this private community where we will share with you a lot of really, really cool things. And yes, as you can see here, I also have my first session. In fact, I have not just one, but I have, as you can see here, 4 sessions that you can find out more about on this page. 4 sessions that we will be talking about. And today, my time, in just several hours from now, I will start my very first one called $1 Million Business that you can start today. This session is designed to open up your eyes to possibilities you may not have known existed and help you find a path to start your business. So I'm going to be sharing with you about all these different kinds of businesses that you can build with, and actually with or without Groove as well. So definitely something not to be missed. But of course, that is not all. There is so much talent. Again, all these people are part of a team that has been responsible for helping to create the Groovement, averaging in terms of success, revenue, results, somewhere anywhere between 30,000 to 50,000 USD, sometimes 100,000 USD a day, and in multiple occasions, $1 million days as well. And all the people that we just saw on that page are primarily the team that have been responsible collectively, collaboratively, together to get that done. So if there's any team to really learn from, I honestly believe that this is it. Okay, so with that, this is all that I have to share with you in regards to your next steps. Make sure that you go to your promo tools in the Groove JV page, and you can promote this free class to anybody that you want, and it's going to be absolutely awesome. One thing that I do want to remind you is that because we did not, as an extension of the launch, create any additional email swipes for you. As you can see in the swipes file, the swipe section, the last one ended on December 31st, which was of course last year, which means that this year, when we extended the launch, no additional swipe emails have been presented to you. However, with that said, in the last session of Groove at Any Time, I did mention that most of these emails that you see over here are actually more of the same, of the very same emails that Mike and the marketing team actually sends to your email inbox as well. So go to your email inbox, check out the emails that have been sent out within the past few days. I believe at least 3 to 4 emails have already been sent. I think the last time that I was on here, about 48 hours ago, one email was sent at that time announcing the extension of the launch, saying that there was about 48 hours left or whatever else. And since then, I think I saw about at least 2 additional emails that have been sent out right after that. Okay, so make sure that you go back, check your emails. I'm actually pretty sure, based on how well the marketing team follows up, that there will most likely be additional emails that will get sent out as well, especially prior to the close of the actual launch of the actual cart. Okay, so make sure that you check your emails and use those as your potential swipe files. And every time that I want to do this, because we always have new people who come in, I want to show you that the guidelines, which are our tips as well. If you go all the way to the top of the Groove JV page and you click here at the alert bar, under guidelines, number 9, you will see over here that says these are guideline swipes. It is best to change 20% of this email and use your own words and personality for better results. So I just want to keep reminding this for anyone who is happen to be brand new watching this, because this is to show you that yes, even though a lot of the swipe files have been pre-written for you, and maybe even if you want to use the swipe files that are sent in the actual emails themselves that you received in your email inbox, I would highly recommend that you make changes to it. It says 20%, but I would probably say 20 to 50%, maybe even more. For example, if the email begins with, "Hi, this is Mike Full-Same," obviously you want to change that, right? If it has a picture of Mike at the bottom, if it has a signature, obviously you want to change it as well. And of course, your affiliate links and anything else that might pertain to you and are more specific to you. Okay, so with all of that, make sure that you are familiar with the guidelines. Go through the previous Groove at Any Time training sessions for additional strategies and methods and tips, because that's the reason why we do all these different sessions. We want to make sure that you are up to date in terms of all the latest tips and tricks. All right, so with all of that, we do, of course, make sure we do not neglect those of you who are saying hi. I know that for the last 20 plus minutes already, I've been yapping, and that's because usually when I'm passionate and excited about something, I just kind of keep going. But I do see that, of course, some of you who are joining us live right now have been sharing a lot of content or comments with us. And so we have Groove Pages Training as our first comment saying, yeah, it was 4 a.m. start for me. Thanks, Donna. So it was really cool. I think for Nicholas, he's in Brisbane. So 4 a.m. was when the session actually started for him. Tonight, my time, I believe in Asia time, and you're probably a few hours ahead of me, I will start at about 9 p.m. Asia Pacific time. Okay, so Asia time, I'm in Malaysia. So maybe for you, it'll be around midnight. It's still quite late, but I think you're still up at that time, and it's definitely better than 4 a.m. So for those of you who might be in other parts of the world, you do the math. I know it's going to be a little bit early, 8 a.m. Eastern time, but because we are a global community, you know, this is something that we are going to continue to do. And just to make things a little bit more even, just to let you know, the next time that I have my session, my second session is going to be 8 a.m., 9 a.m. my time. So don't worry about it. We do a give and take. We swap it up sometimes. Sometimes it's late for you, and sometimes it's late for me. Okay, so we make sure that it's fair for everybody else. Thank you very much, Mr. Nicholas, for sharing with us. We got Prince Ama saying, yeah. Tuan saying, what's up? Very cool to see you, Mr. Tuan. We still need to catch up. I think we still have a lot to talk about as well. Prince is saying yes. So all of our friends who are excited and being a part of Donna's session saying yes. Simply say it right is saying yes. We also have Syed saying hi. Simon from India, 9:45 a.m. A very good morning to you. We have a Facebook user saying hello from Singapore, SG, and yes, I didn't see Donna's post/lesson, and yes, I would love to get it. Thank you. Renata. So just to let all of our new friends know, if you are joining us from Facebook, a lot of times we see what we call Facebook user, and the reason why we see that is because if you're joining us for the first time, StreamYard requires that our users authenticate on StreamYard so that we can actually see who you are. So if you haven't done this yet, go to StreamYard.com/Facebook and just simply give StreamYard permission to show your name and your profile picture. And after that, hopefully we won't see this Facebook user from you anymore. If for whatever reason it doesn't work, simply put your name in parentheses. And especially if you're going to be a part of our Fast Start Marketing Lab, I think that it's definitely good for you to do this because we're going to be interacting a lot inside of that community as well. So very good. Thank you for confirming that not everybody, of course, sees our posts and our lessons and our updates, even if it's directly within the groups or anywhere else. So yes, that is why you need to get notifications for all these things. Subscribe if you're on YouTube, like if you are on Facebook, and make sure you get those notifications turned on. Okay, Rob is saying today's class was amazing. First habit is a big one. Yes, I absolutely agree. And it was the very first lesson for a very big reason. Is because as marketers, as anybody who wants to make money online, whether you like it or not, whether you plan to or not, you are going to be a leader. You are going to be the CEO of your own company, right? And so all these habits, all these things that you need to practice, and just the right overall mindset, attitude, and state of mind, all very important stuff. And I see this as a very suitable start for all of us. And like I said, I also got a ton of value out of it. Coach Ryan saying, awesome training this morning. It reinforces the goals and habits I've created the last few months and carrying into 2021. And yeah, 2021 is going to be a tremendous year for all of us. And especially if you're inside of our community, especially if you're a groupster, and even more importantly, if you are part of our Fast Start Marketing Lab community, it will be super, super amazing for all of us. Prince Ma is saying, this is awesome. Good thinking from the leaders. Giving my grace and gratitude. Rob is saying today ended with a Q&A. I hope the rest of the classes do as well. It really helps to be able to discuss ideas and concerns. That is the plan, Mr. Rob. Although, as you know, with the Q&A for even Donna's session, it was about 3 hours, and that includes the Q&A. A lot of what I usually share, just to give you an example, I tend to over-deliver. And, you know, a lot of what was being shared amongst us is we wanted the trainings to be at the very minimum about 1 hour long, buffer sometime for Q&A. And so maybe things will be done for most people in about 90 minutes or 2 hours. However, I tend to go off on tangents. I tend to, emphasize on things. I tend to over deliver in terms of examples and content and details. So I'm thinking that if I do not control myself, even without the Q&A, I can probably go on for 3 hours or longer. Okay, so that just all depends on how much time you have, how much time all our fellow groupsters have, and of course, how many questions that you might have, because I do know that about 4 or 5 hours after the start of my session, there's going to be another session right after that as well. So obviously, we don't want to go into other people's time, and we want to give you some breaks as well. And so with all of that, we're hoping that things can work out as smoothly as possible. Coach Ryan is asking, so is the Groove sales webinar, which Ryan is talking about on Wednesday, will it be postponed for the next 7 weeks? To be perfectly honest with you, I have been thinking about doing that, quite frankly, because of a variety of different reasons. Number one, for anybody who wants to promote anything, of course, they want to promote the Fast Start Marketing Lab, right? A second reason is that for anybody who is already a part of the Fast Start Marketing Lab, they're going to want to invest their time in the trainings. And a lot of times there might even be a conflict of the schedule as well. So maybe it's something that we can think about. Let me know what you think, Mr. Ryan. If you think that we should postpone the actual Groove webinar for the next 7 weeks, because I also want to make sure that I focus a lot of my time on preparing the great training for you guys and gals and also to support the subsequent questions inside the community as well. Okay, so I'm definitely up for shifting focuses for at least the next 7 weeks to make sure that we give you the best possible experience more over the next several weeks. Okay, so very much thank you very much. I see some additional comments here. Nicholas is saying, Simon, your session tonight will be at 11 p.m. for me, but I'll be there. Great. I mean, it's not too much later than me. It's 9 p.m. my time as well. So we're more or less just a couple hours apart. So that's okay. Okay, Coach Ryan saying, I wish I can join you on your first session, but I will be at work at 5 a.m. PST. Looking forward to the replay. Well, it's if there's any reason to not join me, right, whether it's probably spending time with your family, you have some other commitment, or being at work, those would be good reasons. 5 a.m. PST for many people would have been another really good reason as well, but you didn't use that as your excuse. You're up, you're around, except that you are actually working at 5 a.m. your time. So obviously it is a respectable thing that you are doing instead of being at our live session. So with that, I look forward to you looking forward to the replay as well. Hopefully you can still comment, interact in the replay so that we can see your comments and your feedback as you go through the actual information itself. All right, we have another Facebook user saying hello from Pacific Northwest in Washington State. Good to see you. Peter is saying 8 a.m. EST is 2 a.m. Yeah, 2 a.m. So Donna's session last night was 3 a.m. or 2 a.m., 3 a.m. my time as well, and lasted until 5 a.m. So of course, well, let's make sure that if we want it, we find a way, and only if we don't want it, we will find an excuse, right? Facebook user is saying thank you very much. So exciting. And then another confirmation that it is 8 a.m. EST is 2 a.m. Thank you very much. If it will help us to be better prepared, then yes, everything that we are doing for you is designed to help you get better prepared for your 2021, for anything that you would like to do. So I absolutely agree that this is something that is all in your best interest to make the best decisions for yourself as well. All right, so with that, in conclusion, just to let you know, as a reminder of everything that we shared with you here today, you do have free access to the first class that Donna already created. Check the description of this particular post of the video to see more, to find the link, and make sure that, of course, all of us understand that if people are asking inside the comments if they can get the link or whatever else, it is actually against the Groove policies and guidelines to share your affiliate link. Okay, so please don't do that. We had some people doing that before. We had to hide and delete all those comments. So we're going to be very busy. Let's not add more work onto our plates. And so for everybody else, please make sure that you do go back to the description of this email or the comments, depending on when and where you're watching this, and go there and find the free access to the first class created by Donna just about 12 hours ago. And of course, if you want to join us for more, the Marketing Lab is still open for the next 24 hours or so, at least at the time of this live recording, okay? So my first session, again, as a reminder, is tonight, and I'm going to be talking about business models and how to actually make money online. So really quickly, what I do want to do right now is to show you what that looks like. If we go back and share my screen again, you can see that this is already in preparation. Have a business idea. It could potentially become a big thing or fail big time and get you all kinds of trouble. Okay, in this training with Simon Leung, you will learn how to think about businesses, what your options are, and how to get on creating one that would be a huge success. If you, however, don't know what you want to do in your life, this training will also be a guide on what your opportunities are so you can have a fast start. Join us live here in this group on January 5th. That's today at 8 a.m. EST. Okay, so for me, as you can see right down here, my time, Facebook does a great job at just converting it into my own time zone. It is going to be today at 9 p.m. And that means it's going to be a very, very remarkable session just in about several hours time. Okay, so with all of that, I hope that you have gotten the information that you need to join us, especially if you decide to join us live on this particular session. It would be tremendously powerful for you if you can interact with all of us right there on the actual stream as well. Okay, and so just as another reminder, this is only one of 3 additional ones. So I actually have 4 total. There's 3 additional ones after this one. And again, the first one is all talking about how to make money online or offline with or without Groove. As another reminder of what we talked about today, you can also give away this class for absolutely free with your affiliate link as an affiliate promotional strategy. Again, go to the description of this video to find the link to the Groove JV page where you can find the free class affiliate link for you to use. And as well, if you simply want to leverage on everything that we have, you can find all the other additional content in the description and comments of this particular video. Okay, so with all of that, I do want to thank you for your time here today. I'm very much looking forward to our session, my very first session that's going to be happening later on tonight, my time. If you still need to rest, make sure that you do so. Turn on that alarm clock. Make sure that you get up in time because it is going to be an exciting session. In the meantime, if you haven't taken action yet on joining us in the Fast Action Marketing Lab, take action right now. Let me know if you have any questions. And of course, for those of you who are inside of our Marketing Lab community, I will see you very, very soon on the inside. Cheers, folks. See you very, very soon.